early Sunday morning. The sun is coming up. I'm on the tee at 7. I'm here to try my luck. They say this game's a tough one, but I'll give it my best shot. Though the bunkers look like beaches and the greens like parking lots. Oh, Lord.
Welcome to another edition of Where to Play Golf. I'm Michael Stewart, America's #1 golf course writer. Joined on my right this week by Ed Gilliland, our original co-host with me. He is the co-host emeritus for Where to Play Golf. Ed, great to have you up here.
It's great to be back in the tee box again.
Yeah, he's filling in for Tim this week.
Hopefully the muscle memory will kick in.
This is where we talk about America's lifelong pastime, and that is golf. Say it often because I get like a couple of cents every time you say it.
Really?
I have that registered. Did you know that?
America's lifelong pastime.
Pastime.
Now, who are you
golf.
getting a couple of cents from?
Nobody.
Not me.
No. It's out there somewhere, you know.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Hey, we want to remind you, check out our latest TV shows, radio shows, articles, blogs, specials, golf tips are all on wheretopplaygolf.com. And, of course, you can do whatever you do with Facebook and do whatever you do for Twitter. Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. You know what? I got enough to worry about without that. But you know what? People like that. So there you go.
You know, you gotta stay with the times.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. All right.
What is it? Insta what?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Instagram. I don't know. You got Snapchat. You got all. I mean, there's so much. I can't keep up with it. All right. Hey, this is where we talk about America's lifelong pastime. Our featured destination on Where to Play Golf this week. We are heading to the world's largest golf tournament in Myrtle Beach World Amateur Championship. Yes.
I get a little flinch when I hear Myrtle Beach. Remember, that's when I spent 15 hours or 18 hours at an airport.
Yes, that's right. You actually, that's right. We have to talk about that. Yeah. I dropped you off at the airport, went back and played 18 holes, and then I was driving back. So I drove back to Chicago. I beat you to Chicago.
Exactly.
And I went back and played 18 holes.
I sat in a little tiny jet for 8 hours on the runway.
Okay. All right. Hey. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hey, we got a golf joke coming up, more golf truism. We've got a golf tip of the week with the golf doctor, Mike Calvert, one of Golf Digest's best teachers in America. We have a Where to Play golf vacation, one of our own golf vacations. It's 4 days, and then we have our own.
And it's in Myrtle Beach.
Since you know, since you've been here, we have our own Where to Play golf vacations. 4 days, 3 nights, 3 rounds of golf. Okay, so you get 3 rounds of golf and 3 nights for under $300.
You can't beat that.
$278. There you go. All right. We got a 19th hole. We're heading to Truckee Tavern and Grill in Truckee, California, where I was.
There.
I was there 8 weeks ago.
I've been there. It was a while back, but
yeah. Beautiful place. So we're going to be talking to them. And, of course, how about why don't you get us to tour stops? Why don't you get us there? Yeah.
All right. Wait a second. We got a story about 2 guys who got in an argument on a golf course.
You had
guns.
Okay.
I got a guy who took 7 months to play a round.
7 months to play a round of golf?
And a PGA Tour guy who got suspended from his home course. All that coming up in a little bit.
I like
We don't mess around.
Okay.
And it's brought to you by, Tour Stops brought to you by ShipSticks.com. Never travel without your golf clubs ever again. ShipSticks.com ensures your clubs go from your doorstep to the course or any other destination for as little as $39 each way. Really, $39 each way. Trusted by thousands of golf facilities around the world. Check them out at ShipSticks.com. That's www.shipsticks.com.
Rip it.
Oh, he got all of that one.
Oh, you're like the Arnold Palmer of golf.
Maybe. Yes, sir!
When a defining moment comes along, you define the moment, or the moment defines you.
There it is. A win for the ages.
Now that was a defining moment.
Is it his time? Yes!
Tour stops.
And that's how she wrote.
All righty, Tour Stops. And a tour
Stops. There we go.
We're coming to the end here pretty soon.
Well, this is the last major, and then you got the Ryder Cup coming up.
And then it's silly
season. Which we'll talk about because I actually played that course.
Okay.
And I got a funny story about that course,
But the PGA Championship is out east in Baltusrol, New Jersey. I pronounced that correctly, right?
Baltusrol.
Baltusrol. I don't speak Jersey. I'm from the Midwest.
Baltusrol.
But, it's... Everybody's saying it's the least prestigious tour out of the bunch. I don't know if that's an accurate description.
Least prestigious major.
Major, right.
Yeah.
Of the majors.
Oh, yeah.
But
Definitely.
it's necessary for some guys because if they score well, they get double points, and then they might just qualify.
No, it is the least of the majors. Yeah. But it's still, exactly. I mean, you still get exemptions, It's still a major. A major is a major.
And it's money in the bank.
It's money in the bank.
And Tiger, once again, not playing.
He's out for the year. He's not going to come back till after the first of the year.
Is Tiger, is he now just a ceremonial golfer?
We'll see. After, when next year, you know what? Which is probably smart. He's taken the year, a year and a half now. He's taking, he's going to come back, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be very bigly heralded when he does come back.
God.
But I'll tell you what, when he comes back, he better be in pristine condition.
It's going to rival Michael Jordan's return to basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
It really
exactly.
could.
Yeah.
But,
or baseball, or whatever you want.
But he's having a better year this year than he did last, so that's not so bad. But, it's is he going to be able to compete with the young studs that are out there? I don't know. You know what I hope he's doing in his offseason? I hope that he is stretching and doing all those things to get his flexibility back. I think that's been the key thing to his game is he lost his flexibility.
You could be right.
Yeah.
I know I lost mine.
I've been trying to find it for the last 4 or 5 years.
I don't know where it went to.
All righty. All right.
It's out there somewhere.
But, we could see a brand new winner this year for the PGA Championship, just like last year.
Oh, well, we probably will. Anyway. I mean, who knows?
Okay, well, the Champions Tour, so, where are they? They're on vacation.
Champions Tour's on vacation, The European Tour's in Thailand.
Yes.
So, European Tour in Thailand.
Go to Europe, take a right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Half of their tournaments are not in Europe, which I don't know why they don't just call it the World Tour.
Well,
why don't they call it the World Tour instead of the European Tour?
Well, things are shaking out in Europe. I don't know if I'd,
Okay.
But anyway, the LPGA Tour, they're in Milton Keynes.
Have you been there? No, you were over there. In fact, you
got
lost.
Ireland.
Yeah, well, we were live on the air, and you got lost.
Right,
someplace. Yeah,
I was in Galway.
Yeah,
it's easy to get lost in Galway. So many taverns.
Yeah, so many taverns.
So many pubs. Excuse me, pubs.
All right.
But Milton Keynes, England.
Yeah. Where the hell is that?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But I'm going to Sweden.
Are you?
At the end of August.
Really?
They have golf courses over there?
Yeah, I played one. I played a golf course with some guys that when I went over to Sweden, I played in Sweden with some people. And here's the trick, though. They kept telling me the yardage in the distance in yards. They didn't tell me it was meters, so I kept coming up
way short.
I kept coming up way short. Yeah,
way short.
Oh. Yeah, and
won't matter by me.
Wait, and then about the back nine, I figured it out on the back nine what they were doing to me, and they were all laughing, just hysterically. Yeah,
Hey, coming up next, the world's largest golf tournament. That's all happening on the Where to Play Golf Radio Network. CanAmMediaGroup.com is a group of professionals with one thing in common, a passion for golf. What we're doing with golf advertising has never been done before, providing year-round radio, print, TV, and internet advertising at no charge, and saving you money on your credit card processing. With CanAmMediaGroup.com, there's no contract to sign and your rates will never increase. Our professional staff has decades of experience in golf marketing, radio, TV, and credit card processing. What has your merchant services account done for you lately? If you're like most companies, it's been nothing but a monthly expense. That is, until now. CanAmMediaGroup.com will save you money each month on your credit card processing and provide you with free worldwide advertising. Whatever business you're in, you win, and with no risk. Check out CanAmMediaGroup.com. That's CanAm MediaGroup.com. Southern charm and hospitality await you on the Georgia Golf Trail, home to breathtaking golf courses and magnificent resorts from the mountains to the sea. Emerging as a leading golf destination, Georgia offers a vast array of world-class golf courses, as well as many other attractions, including 5-star restaurants, historic sites, and other wonderful amenities. For business or pleasure, the Georgia Golf Trail brings it all together for the golf traveler with a collaboration of the state's top resorts and golf clubs. The Peach State is a premier golf haven, and Georgia's climate allows you to play all year round. So whether you like golfing amongst the spring azaleas, coastal summer breezes, or the fall colors in the mountains, you can find the perfect time and place for your golf getaway along the spectacular Georgia Golf Trail. For more information, log on to GeorgiaGolfandTravel.com. GeorgiaGolfandTravel.com. Remember, GeorgiaGolfandTravel.com.
I like this. Welcome back to Where to Play Golf. I like
little
this,
Jimi
huh?
Hendrix for
Yeah,
you.
no kidding. I remember.
The good old days.
Good old days,
If you
yeah.
remember the 60s, you weren't there.
Hey, welcome back to Where to Play Golf on our featured destination. We are heading to the world's largest golf tournament coming up here. Ed, why don't you get us there?
Hey, if you want to improve your swing,
Yeah.
the Swing Smart Golf Analyzer can help every golfer improve their swing for sure. Believe it or not.
Yes.
The Swing Smart Golf Analyzer instantly transmit vital stats of your golf swing mechanics to your iPhone, iPad, or Android device so you can start implementing changes on the very next hole. Get it at swingsmart.com.
Just don't do it while you're in a tournament, You'll get tossed
My phone
out.
won't ring, will it?
Yeah.
Rings. Remember, swingsmart.com. Instantly improve your game.
All along the watchtower, isn't that?
There you go, another
is that what
Hendrix.
yeah, boy, I
Hendrix
remember
all
that.
day and all night.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Hey, joining us now is Scott Tomasello, and he's with Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday, and we're talking about the world's largest golf tournament coming up here in a few weeks. Scott, welcome to Where to Play Golf.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great. All right, tell us what's coming up in a few weeks down in Myrtle Beach. This is a
Pretty
big
amazing.
thing. It's every year you have it down there. It's the biggest golf tournament in the world. How does what is it, and how does this thing work?
Yeah, we call it the Everyman's U.S. Open. It's the world's largest amateur golf event, and it is literally open to anybody that maintains a USGA handicap. We want players of all skill levels, all ages, to come on down and enjoy what Myrtle Beach has to offer. It's a 72-hole event that's just as much fun as it is a golf tournament. It's a little bit of everything, and you really can't have a bad time down here in Myrtle Beach.
All right, so if I enter, I see it's a $625 entry fee. Okay, and what courses do I play and down there, and who's playing what courses? How does that work?
So it all depends on your skill level and ability. We'll flight you in a flight of about 48 players that are all the same gender, same age group, and same handicap range. So you're really playing only against those that are just like you. So you're going to play 4 courses in the Myrtle Beach area. We won't tell you until about a week prior. That way you can get about a week to review them, research them, practice them if you want to. But when it comes to Myrtle Beach, we've got 100 courses, so you're really going to get the pick of the litter. It's going to be 4 great golf courses.
Now, what are some of the courses that you play? I've played a lot of the Myrtle Beach courses. Give us a few names.
Some of the ones you'll recognize, you got Caledonia, True Blue, Barefoot Resort.
Wow.
You've got Tidewater. I mean, these are some of the top 100 golf courses that you can play in America by Golf
Legends.
Digest. And we've got a ton of them, and those are in our rotation, so you're definitely going to get a couple of those A courses for you.
Is there a cutoff time as far as entry? I mean, with 3,400 golfers coming on your front step, you really have to be prepared. So, if someone calls up 3 days before the event, can they still get in?
They cannot. We really don't have a sellout point. We do have a cutoff date. That's August 5th for this year.
Okay.
But I did want
August
to mention
5th.
to your
All right.
listeners that we'd be happy to give you guys $50 off for anybody out there listening. So knock that entry fee down to $575, and you'll get plenty of value out of it.
And plus, you're going to be, you get a goodie bag. You get a little, you get a gift
Wow,
bag,
yeah.
$300 gift bag headlined by Greg Norman Apparel and Next Belt. So that's not too shabby.
That's not too shabby at all.
The Shark.
Yes, as soon as you step foot on the property, you get 2 apparel pieces from Greg Norman, a Next Belt, a hat, gift card from the PGA Tour Superstore. I mean, you're getting about half of your entry fee back just by checking in with us.
Yeah,
yeah,
and this is what I want to. This is where I want to go.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
19th
19th hole. You got the largest 19th hole in the world. Is that right?
That's correct. I mean, if you like to have some fun, that's where it's going to happen. I know you guys' golf game isn't quite there. But when you come to the 19th hole, it's either to let loose and take off those bad shots, or you might want to avoid it. If you overindulge a little bit, your game might not be in shape the next day.
But, it's actually more than just golf. You're going to have 70 vendors there that will have everything and anything to help your game, I suppose.
Right. So as you mentioned, we've got exhibitors there that are showcasing the latest products, services, training aids, whatever you might want to find as an avid golfer. Those products are going to be there, so you can shop a little bit. You can also test out some clubs in our indoor par 3 contest we've got going on. We've got a replica 65-yard TPC Sawgrass number 17, which is a ton of fun.
Really?
And we also got live entertainment with bands and celebrity guest speakers, everything you need.
And I suppose there won't be any betting going on that 17th
kidding,
green. Yeah, right.
Hey, Scott Tomasello joins us. He's with Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. We're talking about the Myrtle Beach, the World Amateur Championship. Is that what's the website for that? Give us a website for that.
You can check it out at mbworldam.com.
Okay.
And like I said, we're going to give a promo code that's where to play. It's going to knock $50 off your entry fee. That's where to play. Going to knock $50 off your entry fee down to $575.
Okay, cool.
The one thing that we forgot to, all right, when I come to Myrtle Beach, where am I staying? I mean, you've got tons of accommodation. Am I going to be at the Breakers, the Compass Cove? But,
how many how many resorts are in on this and hotels? Yeah.
It sounds like you guys have been there before.
Oh, we have.
We have, yeah.
Yes, we've got a couple of accommodations that help out our players. Obviously, we want them to stay in the best accommodations, so we've got a list of about 20 places that are kind of our recommendations. Obviously, the Sheraton is connected to the convention center, which is where a lot of our folks will stay, so they're just a short walk back home after the 19th hole. But obviously, you can stay along the beach. We've got a lot of family-friendly hotels, like the Breakers right on there on the water in the Caribbean. So plenty of options for you.
What's great about Myrtle Beach is so many courses. They're all, I mean, just the list that you gave us, the True Blue and some of these other ones, played those. They're all fantastic courses. And it's just when you're not playing golf, there's so much to do down there.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, I'm still having nightmares about the barefoot courses. The Dye, the Fazio, Love, and Norman.
Yeah, I know.
I got the yips three times.
Yeah, we stayed right there. It was beautiful. We stayed at a condo right there. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to play the Dye Club while you were there?
The which club?
The Dye Club at Barefoot.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we played all four.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was great, and we actually played another one that we played was the Dunes. Remember that? Yeah. That was the one that I went back to play.
Yeah, listen to this.
I go back. Ed played the first 9 holes, then he had to go to the airport. I had to drop him off. So I went from the Dunes with Ed, took him to the airport, dropped him off, went back and played the back 9 at the Dunes, and
drove
then
to Chicago.
And then I drove to Chicago and I beat Ed home. And he was flying.
He was flying from. You just leave after 9.
He was flying from Myrtle Beach. Yeah, so that'll tell you what happened.
I got stuck in Atlanta. They shut the airport down for like 18 hours. It was a nightmare, but it was. All
right. Well, listen, you got a lot of stuff going on there. Hey, and Scott, where can our people, all our listeners, go to get more information about the tournament that's going on there and sign up for by this next week if they want to go down there?
Yeah, the entry deadline is August 5th. Check out myrtlebeachworldamateur.com. And like I said, knock $50 off with that promo code of where to play.
Okay.
Great golf. It'll be great weather.
Right.
And
it'll
be
it's
a
always
good time.
Great. All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.
Care.
That's Scott Tomasello, and he's with Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. You want to go to just Google the World Amateur in Myrtle Beach. Boy,
well, I mean, 2 Greg Norman shirts are $150.
Oh, they get he said the gift bag's a $300 value. I mean, you can't beat that. And
they're gonna have
and the biggest, I know, I saw pictures of the 19th hole. The last year that they had it, it was last year. It was at the convention center.
Uh-huh.
There's like, I mean, they have like 5,000 people come to this. 5,000 people at a 19th hole. There you go. Huh?
They better have more than one bartender. And they're going to give prizes. And I mean, it's you're going to get your money's worth. For sure.
It's great. It's a great thing. All right.
August
okay.
29th through the 1st of September.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get to...
Well, here, let me. I got a phone number. I just found it. 1-800.
What do you got? Okay, what do you got?
1-800-833-8798. 1-800-833-8798. And that's for the MB World Am and Myrtle Beach.
MB World Am. All right, there you go. Okay, Ed, you had something about some trivia. Yeah, that we were talking about. Yeah, what do you got?
The new list is out.
The list.
The top 20 winners, pro winners, the moneymakers.
Wait. Welcome back to Where to Play Golf.
All right, it's going to kick up here in a moment.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Hey, listen. You know, if you're in Wisconsin and you're near Milwaukee, you got to make the effort to go up to the Bog Golf Club.
Yes.
It's a championship Arnold Palmer designed golf course.
Yes,
it blends beautifully into the scenic rolling hills.
There we go. And now the
Wisconsin.
And you know what?
Here we go.
There you go.
I told you.
You hit that. You hit that Summerfest. You know what?
There you go. There you go. Your
Summerfest. Yeah, exactly.
Lull you into a
or
false
Irish
sense of
Fest
security.
or whatever. They got so many festivals every year. So.
Well, anyway, the Bog is one of the Midwest.
You haven't been there yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, we got to get up there.
One of the Midwest top-graded golf courses. It's just north of Milwaukee.
All right.
The Bog is
they
a
have
4.5
the best
star
practice
rating.
facilities I've ever seen.
Really?
On any golf course, anywhere.
Even more than Swan Lake? Remember Swan Lake?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. And in fact, on this course, on the practice tee, when we were doing some filming, there were like a flock of whatever you call it, a flock of
geese.
No, not geese. Cranes.
Oh,
I mean, they usually just like in pairs. There were like 20 of them.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah, they were all over the place. Yeah.
Was it like the bunny rabbits out in Phoenix that one time? I thought it was in a bad cartoon.
I'll remember that.
Anyway, the Bog, it's a 4.5 star
okay.
rating from Golf Digest, a really credible publication.
Yeah.
And so check out their specials at golfthebog.com. Once again, that's golfthebog.com, just north of Milwaukee. Make it a point of destination.
All right.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
All right, it's our golf tip of the week, and joining us now is the golf doctor, Mike Calvert, one of Golf Digest's best teachers in America. Hey, golf doctor, welcome back to Where to Play Golf.
Good morning, Michael. How are we doing?
We are doing just fine, and Ed's with me this week, and Tim's off doing, I don't know what
Tim's doing.
Yeah,
he's probably sailing,
He's sailing.
He has both.
Surfing.
He's surfing. He's doing something. All right.
He's like me. We both have wet and dry vices.
There
if I'd be
go.
a better golfer if I didn't sail, I'd be a better sailor if I didn't golf.
All right, let's talk
conflict.
about. I got a couple of things I want to talk to you about. First, let's talk about the PGA Championship coming up this weekend in Baltusrol. Have you played up in that area?
Yes, I have, and not only that, the last championship they had up there, the Open, one of my clients back then, Nolan Hickey, was playing real well, and I believe he finished in the top 6. It was interesting. What a great golf course. The whole atmosphere is just going to be super. And, it's really interesting. I think people will really enjoy it.
Well, some of the golf writers are kind of throwing a little poo-poo there. They're saying that Baltusrol is a boring course. Maybe they've never played it.
Yeah.
Most golf writers aren't that great at playing,
Hey, you know what? Golf doctor, I play with a lot of golf writers, and the golf writers that I know couldn't they couldn't chip their way out of a bunker.
You're the exception, Michael. You're the exception. You are a good player. You grew up with it, and you go about it the right way. But it's pretty tough to take away if they look at the scores from the tournaments they've had there. Nobody wiped it out at all.
Yeah.
And if I am not mistaken, I think Lee Jansen won it there that year. Have to look at it. But anyway, that was a great golf course. They came up with one of a ruling where they had to move one of the TV tower things because it was in the line of play. And what'll be interesting is to see, that we just get a clear tournament from start to finish with no problems.
Is it one of those link-style courses? I'm trying to remember.
No, it's not. Yeah. It has some holes that are like that, but it's really a mixed play of different elevations. Not as deep as bunkers of what we saw in the Open in Scotland, but definitely for the U.S. there's some little pot bunkers and things around the green that are quite interesting.
Good.
Whose game is favored on this course? I mean, we're looking at Roy, Jordan, DJ. I mean,
any of them? Anybody?
We're going to have a brand new champion.
Or is it just who's hot?
Well, and speaking of hot, right now it's like in the 90s up there, and it is stifling in that area. So that'll be a major concern, when they're playing, really to keep hydrated. I think the whole country's in a little bit of a cooker right now.
Oh, it just left us, so they're getting what we had the last week.
That's kind of interesting. When I was a few years ago, I was out at the John Deere. Okay, remember out in Des Moines, the Quad Cities area, and a writer out of Chicago, one of these writers had said, well, golfers, I mean, these golf pros, they're really not athletes. Okay. And he said, they're really not athletes. So I went when I was playing the John Deere on a press thing, I walked the entire, it was 92 degrees that day.
I was there.
I walked the entire course. Okay, and I'll tell you what, I could barely make it up to the tee on the 18th hole, and I went, you know what? I mean, if I had to play extra holes, I would have just quit and given it to just forfeited. I couldn't have played another hole.
Yeah.
And the guy who was saying that was writing a card, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, so forget that. You know what? That's it's not easy to play 90 degrees. Walking a golf course up and down all over the place, et cetera, et cetera. Plus, I wasn't even having to concentrate as far as playing a tournament.
I'm really going to be looking at the guys that are kind of sitting on a fence that need the points.
Yeah,
to become eligible for the Ryder Cup.
For the Ryder Cup,
that could be even more of an interesting point.
Who are some of those guys? What do you, Doctor? What are some of those guys looking at?
As far as the Ryder Cup, it's going to be brutal when it gets hot because they're not used to that in Europe as much. I mean, when they call it hot, it would be one of our better days that we get in Florida. It might get muggy, but the humidity's not there as much. And I mean, I'm looking forward to the tournaments we have for the rest of the year because it's going to be great. And the Ryder Cup, I think the Americans are finally getting into it more. I mean, it took a while. But I think they're into it more, and we'll see.
Now, have you had to? We every once in a while we talk a little bit about your trick shot shows. Have you had to? And you do a whole trick shot. You're not only our Where to Play Golf instructor for our Where to Play Golf school down there, but you also have your own trick shot shows. And have you had to do a trick shot show when it's like 95 degrees?
Oh yeah. It's especially in Florida here. In the summer, if you do a charity event and all, usually you're up for it. Your adrenaline's pumping so much. So I try to shorten the show a little because the spectators are usually standing in the sun doing nothing.
Right.
I'm kind of moving around a little bit, and it is hot and all. I change gloves quite a bit, but really, it's not. If I get done the show, I could think I did great, but unless they're applauding and laughing and everything, it doesn't. It's like being on stage. It's not about me. It's about how did they like it. In fact, the funny thing about trick shots, you can do a shot that takes really no practice whatsoever and get the biggest applause, and then something that's really, really difficult because you make it look easy.
Right.
they don't think it's that hard,
Yeah.
Okay.
I do trick shots, but usually they're not intentional.
Yeah. My trick shots are in. Yeah.
It's like that 3-foot putt to win a tournament. It doesn't look like much till you got to do it.
So you got to do it. All right. Hey, before we go, let's do a golf tip about hot weather. All right. What's your golf tip for hot weather? Playing in hot weather.
Well, number one, obviously, be hydrated. Number two, carry an extra pair of socks in your bag as well as a couple gloves. And what you do with your golf gloves is you always put socks and golf gloves in a little baggie just in case, it gets, like rain or something like that, and you go out and it's hot and it's rainy. Keep everything dry.
Okay.
Extra towels are nice. You put them if you have a pull cart or something. You put the extra towels there. If you're carrying them, you don't want to carry necessarily a big beach towel. Something light. And another thing that works out real well is hats and sunglasses because that helps you keep a little more cool. Wicking golf wear. In other words, if you can get something that will take the
dry
perspiration
fast.
off of you onto the shirt, and then as you're moving around, it'll keep you cool as well. So they're the big things. Change your socks after 9. Keep a fresh glove on, and if you can change your shirt after 9, you will feel tremendous on the backside. And
sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Golf Doctor, where do we go to get more information about the golf schools down there?
WhereToPlayGolf.com, GolfDoctorUSA.com, and, of course, OldCorkscrew.com.
All right, see you next week.
Michael and Ed, have a good week.
Mike, thanks very much.
All right. Hey, we're going to talk about a little news and trivia coming up here, brought to you by the Works Wedge. It's the sand wedge you've been looking for, a hybrid that's easy to hit. Use your natural swing. Play it square. Consistent results every time. Get it up and down from the sand, rough, or a tight lie. Save 5 to 7 strokes per round with the Works Wedge, WORX. The sand wedge for dummies. That's why it's in my bag.
I got one in my bag.
I got it in my bag, yeah. You want to go to www.worksgolfusa.com. All right. Ed, we got about a minute left here. What do we got?
All right, what do
you got?
Kevin Kistner. He was 249 on the PGA
he was
Tour.
What?
He was 249.
249, and he moved up, right?
He's moved up. He was from $250,000 to $6 million. And he's ranked. Yeah, he's made $6 million this year.
Really?
Yeah, and he's ranked 21.
How did he make $6 million this year?
Well, he's placing and winning a few things.
Okay, yeah.
But he got thrown off his beloved Palmetto course. They suspended him.
Wait.
You know why? I mean, it takes a lot of guts for a golf course to suspend a PGA member. But he got tossed off the course because
why?
When he goes home,
he
makes a point of at least once a week going out and golfing with 6 or 8 buddies.
Yeah.
And they had a golf cart race.
Oh.
Apparently the Palmetto Club frowned on that and didn't like that at all.
Like it, yeah.
But he says, I'm back.
Buffy saw them racing, right?
He said we had a few discussions and cooler heads prevailed, I think, and he's been reinstated. So, just a stone's throw from Augusta,
All right. Hey, we'll be back with the 19th hole on the Where to Play Golf Radio Network.
I can't count the tears of the life with no love. Carry me back, baby, where I come from.
Where to Play Golf Travel offers terrific golf vacations to all your favorite destinations, including Florida, Arizona, California, Mississippi, Hawaii, Nevada, South Carolina, and Texas. And don't forget international destinations from Scotland to South Africa. Check out our great packages to Pinehurst, Myrtle Beach, Disney World, and Phoenix at wheretoplaygolf.com. For instance, Play All Day in Orlando package provides all the golf you can handle, plus lodging at the Hilton for only $233 a person. Or maybe our High Fives package to Myrtle Beach is what you need. 5 rounds of golf and 5 nights lodging for only $391 a person. Can't beat that. Simply go to wheretoplaygolf.com for the latest hot deals. Packages include discounted specials like free nights, free rounds, breakfast, and more. Start planning your next golf vacation now at wheretoplaygolf.com. That's wheretoplaygolf.com. The Distillery Channel is the leading voice and guide for the libation-minded, thirsty traveler. Join the Distillery Channel as they explore fabulous destinations while investigating the best wines, beers, and spirits the world has to offer. The Distillery Channel will introduce you to the best places to stay, eat, play, and just plain relax. You'll meet legendary figures and hear their famous stories, and sometimes infamous stories about the lure of distilling, wine making, and brewing. Experience the top shelf and the joy of discovering all the pleasures of the distillery world has to offer, like unique local cultures, the importance of naturally pure regional ingredients. You'll get a handle on the historical flavor of the many pioneering craft distillers worldwide. And don't forget to keep an eye out for our new Distilleries of the World radio and TV show coming to your station very soon. Reach for perfection, the top shelf, at thedistillerychannel.com. Okay, folks, we're back in the tee box on Where to Play Golf. I'm Ed Gilliland, announcer emeritus.
That's
I
right.
guess that's
That's
it,
right.
along with America's most famous golf writer, Michael Stewart. And before we do anything, we got to take care of some business.
Okay.
Kicker Golf has new men's Pro Golf Tour shoes. They're lightweight, comfortable, and
How do you say this?
I'm going to say they're gripsolescent.
I say gripsolescent. And
Well, I say
Pete always
tomato.
says,
You say
yeah,
tomato.
I know. Pete
you know?
always says gripsolescent. I say gripsolescent. Tomato, whatever.
All right, so
but it's not really a word.
Yeah, well,
as far as I
exactly.
know.
But
So
since
really,
I'm reading
yeah.
it,
you can say it any way you want.
all
There
right.
you go. All right.
They're gripsolescent.
Yeah.
Kicker Golf's new men's Pro Tour golf shoes provide great traction, and remember, they're gripolescent.
Gripsolescent.
They're waterproof, and they
And they have
and above
style.
all, they
They have style, something
style.
something
They got
I don't
style.
have. Yeah,
Check out these awesomely different shoes at www.kicker.com.
There you go.
Kicker.com.
All right. Hey, let me get a couple of these golf truisms. All right, here we go. Never play your son for money.
Yeah, oh, that's for sure. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Never try to keep more than 300 separate thoughts in your mind during your swing.
Uh-huh.
And
then if you get that thing that we were pushing the earlier, you get to know about it right away on your phone.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And here's the other one. It's surprisingly easy to hole a 50-foot putt when you lie 10.
I did that last week. I really did.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need a drink.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Thank God for the 19th hole.
So let's get brick-faced.
Thank you. I needed that.
All right, joining us now, we are heading to Truckee, California. And about 6 or 8 weeks ago, I was out here, and I had dinner at a wonderful, and a few drinks also.
I would imagine.
At the Truckee Tavern and Grill, which I think, Ed, you've
been there.
You visited there. Yeah. In your travels.
It's just a gorgeous part of the world.
We have the
isn't it?
owner, Chris St. Martin, joining us. Chris, welcome to Where to Play Golf.
Thanks. I'm excited to be on.
Oh, well, thanks for being honored. You get a modern bistro providing fine American eats, and I had a great time there. You had entertained a bunch of the golf writers out there. Give us tell us about this place and how it came about.
Yeah, definitely. So this is a collaboration between me and my business partner, Ryan Dirks, and we've been in the restaurant business for combined a little over 30 years. Both started out really young, and this is our first restaurant, and the goal was to create an establishment that everybody can feel comfortable and we can serve great food and great drink, and that's pretty much what we did. So we cook on a wood fire grill. We feature steaks, burgers, sausages, hormone-free antibiotic meats, and all natural products is
kind of our fare.
And you
But
source.
we also make
You source locally too, don't you?
In-house.
You source
What was
locally
that?
You source locally from the farmers that are in the area, correct?
That's true. Yeah, we do. Especially in the summer, it's a lot easier. You know, Truckee is pretty high elevation. We're at 5,800 feet. And the winters, there's a lot of snow, but in the summer, there's tons of growers around. And we get almost all of our product locally.
You know, I have a nephew that's in the restaurant business in Park City, and he says, you know, I came for the skiing, but I stayed because of summer. Is that the same out there?
That is so true.
Yeah.
And with all the great golf courses around here, how could you not?
Yeah. Hey, now you guys got buried in snow, so you could probably ski right now, and come down, play 18, and then go to your place for dinner.
There you go.
You know, a couple weeks ago, that was true. That was true.
And you got a now. It says on your bio, Truckee's. You've got a rich history of bootlegging during Prohibition in that area.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
It's crazy. Researching the restaurant, we found out that during Prohibition, Truckee was one of the major suppliers for alcohol to San Francisco.
Wow.
Oh, really? Huh?
Yeah. There were fires all throughout the hills, and people were firing up stills and sending booze down to San Francisco.
I'll be a son of a gun. I never knew that.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. Now, there's something else that I wanted to touch on real quick. Something unique for you. You have a Truckee Tavern and Grill's regular reward program. This is something that other people should do. How does that work? It's for regulars, right?
Well, yeah. Basically how it works is when you come in, you give us a little bit of info, your name, your phone number, your email address, and we sign you up for the program, and we send out monthly newsletters to let you know what's happening, anything new. And it's basically just to keep people kind of involved in the restaurant so everyone knows what's going on. And then every once in a while, let's say, your birthday, we'll send you an email and let you get a free dessert or maybe a cocktail for free or something like that. So it's definitely set up for people that frequent the restaurant, but anyone can sign up.
We're talking with Chris St. Martin of the Truckee Tavern and Grill in Truckee, California, probably one of the prettiest places you'd ever want to go.
Really, yeah.
And if you had to pick one dish that your diners love, what would it be?
We have a rotating mac and cheese. The flavor profile changes all the time, and people absolutely freak out over it. Right now, we're doing a pear and Chev cheese mac and cheese right now.
Wow. I thought you were going to say lobster or something.
Wow.
But a pear. That sounds interesting. A little sweet with the sharpness of the cheddar. That sounds good.
Yeah, and we've done things like we've done a classic bacon mac and cheese. We've done sweet corn mac and cheese, English pea macaroni and cheese. So we mix it up seasonally.
Far out. I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's great.
Everybody's doing lobster mac and cheese or...
Yeah.
But
we mix it up a little bit.
That's really pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I like your that's the pizza, the stone fired grill that you have there is great. Now, where can our listeners go to get more information? What's your website?
You can find us at www.truckeetavern.com.
Truckee Tavern.
You can also Yep, you can also find us on Truckee Town website. The Chamber of Commerce website will find a link there.
Okay.
And then you can always give us a shout, too, if you're in the area. The number's 530-587-3766.
All right, great. Thanks, Chris.
Chris, best of luck, and I'll stop by when I'm out there, hopefully soon.
Yeah, we'll stop by soon. All right. Thank you.
Take care, man.
All right.
Thank you.
It's
bye-bye.
Chris St. Martin from the Truckee Tavern. You want to go to Truckee, California, truckeetavern.com.
I'll tell you what.
I had a great time.
That whole area, Truckee and
you just walk up and down the street. There's bistro after bistro after
That's
tavern
not too
after,
far from where that wagon train, where they had all that snow when they got stuck. We don't want to go anywhere. We want to keep this a happy show.
It's about a mile away.
Yeah.
If that.
They get a few flakes out there.
Okay, let me get our golf vacation of the week out of the way here real quick. Our Where to Play Golf Vacation of the Week is to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's a package code. You can just go there and Google it. It's $278. You get 3 nights, 3 rounds of golf. Stay at the Legends Resort.
Wow.
Ed, you know that place. And play your choice of 5 excellent courses, including 3 on the property, with breakfast, lunch, and 2 Drafts included daily. 2 drafts. There you go. 2 beers included daily. It's a Myrtle Beach package now through end of September, I think it is. Yeah. 3 nights, 3 rounds of golf, $278. You
can't
Myrtle
beat
Beach,
that.
you just can't beat that. Yeah, and you're at the Legends Resort.
And I'm gonna call up a buddy that lives not too far away from there and let him know about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
All right.
Will.
Hey, why don't you thank our guests?
Okay. Hey, Scott Tomasello from the Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday, he's having the biggest golf tournament in the world. There were 3,400 participants. Sounds like a lot of fun. And then we just left the Truckee Tavern.
Yep.
And amazing mac and cheese. Then the Golf Doctor, Mike Calvert. Golf Doctor USA, or you can find him on wheretopplaygolf.com. And, of course, we want to say special thanks to our Asian tour correspondents, Pin High and Long Putt. And let's not forget about our Latin American.
We came up with these 10 years ago, didn't we?
Juan Over, he works for the Latin American tour.
That's right.
And Ms. down in the middle always making a statement for the Italian clothing line there. And Taylor Made, our golf club tester. Sandy Lai is our expert groundskeeper, as well as our Norwegian head pro. You're away. And last, and of course, not least, and most memorable, somewhat intuitive, the one and thankfully the only, Chip Overbunker,
who is actually going to be on our show in a couple of weeks.
He is.
He's calling in. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to give him that golf club.
He will be on. Yeah, he'll be live on the air with us.
Maybe he could check it out at.
And he's going to check out something called an.
The ejecta putt.
Yeah.
Ball jumps out of the hole when it's putted. Now, if they could only figure out how I can get it in the hole, then we got something here.
Hey, upcoming shows: Golf, It's a Crime. The Anchorman, Mike Robinson's coming in. Our annual golf gift guide show is coming, and of course, in a couple of weeks, we got the Olympics special. Hey, many shots are spoiled at the last instant by efforts to add just a few more yards.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
Yeah, that's from Bobby Jones. Hey, hit them straight, and we'll see you next week.